All right, so we are here with another major road tripper, except he's biking his way across most of the country. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
I'm Jim Marx, and this is my end point. I've just completed my journey. I'm following the Yellowstone Trail. It was the first auto route established in 1912 that went across the country, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. And I took a train out to Seattle, and I started in Seattle and took it all the way back to Pilgrim Rock here, and I've completed my journey.
Now, what year was that trip done? That Yellowstone Trail?
It was established in 1912.
1912. Now, you know what? It's funny. We also read into history, and we followed, well, we didn't follow any particular trail, but we admired the work of the first guy, Horatio, who took a trip from San Francisco to New York.
Oh.
And he did it in a car.
Yeah.
When roads were not in existence. So
yeah.
Today we did it on a, today we're doing it on a PapiMobile, which is a Chevrolet Traverse. So tell me, has this been the same bike? Have you had problems along the way?
What is the same bike, but it's the third set of tires, the second chain, change of brake pads. So I've been maintaining it on the way. It's a Trek 520 and performed really well because I was off-road many times. I took a lot of gravel roads. There were times when the trail was still evident, a roadbed in the field. I've taken roadbeds across fields.
Wow.
To try to stay as true to the Yellowstone Trail as I could.
Give me some numbers. How many days, how many miles, how many states?
5 days. I started May 23rd, and I went through 13 states and just touched the 14th one, which is Wyoming at the Yellowstone Park. I went to the north entrance, and 3,650 miles.
Wow. And did you prepare months for this, or tell me about your preparation?
Everyone said I had to train for 6 months to a year for it. I didn't train at all, but I had been biking. I biked every other week. I'd take a 32-mile bike ride. So I knew I could bike 30 miles, and that was my plan. The first week, 30 miles a day. Second week, 40. Fifth week, 50 miles a day, then up to 60. And I held it at 60 throughout the trip until I got to Indiana and started smelling the end and kicked it up to 75 miles a day.
Wow. And
I did have a couple 100-mile days.
And no cheating? No, you didn't use a Chevrolet Traverse anywhere along the way?
Never.
What about your, you have on your helmet here is that a mirror?
That's a mirror.
That's
so I can see what's coming up behind me.
Major safety tool?
Oh, yeah.
Save your life a little bit?
Wouldn't ride without it.
Have you had any sponsors, or have you been working with any company?
No, it's just me.
And so what do you do when you're not biking across the country?
I've retired. I was in automotive. I worked as, my last job was Vice President of Operations with a Toyota joint venture.
Excellent. So what else, what has been the biggest challenge of doing this trip?
Wind.
When it goes against you.
Yeah. I started in Seattle thinking I was taking advantage of the prevailing westerlies. It's a myth. There are no prevailing westerlies. But a day with wind all day, it's like climbing up a hill all day. Biggest challenge. Rain, you always dry out.
A little bit of snow, maybe, here and there?
I had snow up in at Lookout Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, up into high elevations in the mountains coming across the Rockies.
And what was the most exhilarating part of your journey?
Today, finishing here.
Finishing here, and you're finishing it on Plymouth Rock.
Yes.
Did you touch the rock? Now you didn't go down there.
No, I don't think you can you?
You can't. And what is your next adventure going to be? Or is this pretty much?
I don't know. I talked to a guy. There's a couple things I want to do. I want to hike in the Patagonia regions. I want to take the Trans-Siberian Railroad across Russia. But I might canoe the Missouri River, the Lewis and Clark route.
It sounds like you did a modern-day version of the Lewis and Clark, except with a bike.
Except, yeah, I was on a bike.
What is what's the name of this bike, or there's no name for the bike?
It's a Trek 520. However, when I took 15 miles of the Erie Canal, and there's a song about, I forget how it goes, something about, I've got a mule and her name is Sal, 15 years on the Erie Canal. Anyway, a friend of mine suggested that I should call my bike Sal.
I'm sure that you're going to definitely guard this bike for the rest of your life.
Forever, yeah.
This will be a museum piece in your house.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. One final question. Is this how your bike has been equipped? And tell us about your equipment before we hang up this video.
I've got everything I needed for 2 months. And this is my tent, sleeping bag, and the air mattress. Here is just extra equipment that I need to wear. I've got a laptop over here on this side.
I was going to ask you, we're working with Sprint and Excel to provide us all the technology. Are you blogging about it?
I blog every day. I write a story about it every day. I've got my laptop here.
What's your blog?
jimarx.com.
Every day. Have you been faithful about blogging daily?
Every day.
Every day.
I may get behind and catch up a day, but every day I've got a post for every day I was on the trail.
Well, I hope you will remember PapiBlogger. We have, if you go to our website, you'll see what we've been doing and blogging daily about our adventures. Obviously from a family point of view, but it sounds so terrific to meet another road tripper. And the funny thing is that along the way over here, we met another road tripping gang of bikers. They were called ridingformemphis.com.
Oh.
And they were trying to raise money for a charity. Are you working with any charity?
No.
Terrific.
But that's
so Mr. Jim Marx
on the Yellowstone Trail, and on the back side is my blog, jimarx.com.
So jrmarx.com. J-I-M. Marx.
My initials are J.
J-I-M-A-R-X.
My middle name is Isidore. So
Excellent.
James Isidore Marx, J-I-M-A-R-X.
Well, Jim, we'll be in touch. I'm gonna, check out PapiBlogger. It's PapiBlogger.com.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Okay,
and
you're welcome.
Happy trails wherever you may be headed next.
Thank you.